My name is Patrick Fox. I'm 36 years old. I'm a realtor by trade, and I have a wife of many years, 2 children, 6 and 3. I started on 10/29 last year. I remember the day exactly. I came in and talked to Kyle. I told him what's going on. I saw GL's videos of him losing tons of weight, and something just popped to me. Said, why not me? If I'm going to do it at any point in my life, I got to start now. I was thinking about it the other day. Our body is a car, and if you're overweight, you basically have the check engine light on at all times, and you just don't realize it. And I got to a point where I said, look, my check engine light is on, and if I don't do something, I'm going to break down. And that's what prompted me to come here. It's a change in your life from what I was doing, just not caring what was going into me, the way I was thinking, to something new. Doing something new to begin with is unfamiliar, you're intimidated, and it's scary. What if I fail? How hard is it going to be? Just taking the easy way out, which is what I was doing my entire life, which got me to where I was almost 7 months ago. So it was really the intimidation factor and not knowing what this was all about, which made me pause. I've been doing it for about 7 months now. I lost 63 pounds, which I'm ecstatic about. I feel different body-wise, emotion-wise, the way I perceive things, just my whole way of thinking and looking at food and exercise in my life has completely changed. I'd wake up saying, okay, well, what am I going to eat for breakfast? And not think about the important things in my life, which is, my family, my friends, my career. I have my priorities backwards, and they weren't bringing me happiness. Little did I know they were bringing me the opposite of that. I would go towards food for happiness. So a complete change in your mindset, and over time I realized it's not that hard, and what your true priorities are were really in the background, and coming here has brought them to the forefront. Yeah, I mean, you come in and there's weights, but there's not rows and rows of workout machines. So, if you're not used to, and I really wasn't. I haven't worked out before I started. Last time I worked out was in high school playing football. So, if you're not familiar with things like that, it's going to be extremely intimidating. I don't care. I was 35 when I started, and you can be 65. If you're not used to it and you're intimidated by it, that's what it is. But you come in here, and it's the opposite of. Every member, every coach is greeting you with a smile, and they're here to help, and you can tell. And you know what? The exercises that you're doing, you don't have to be an all-star athlete. And even if you are, they have exercises for that. And everyone starts at the same skill level. If you're new, you're new. You have to start somewhere, and then you build up. I could barely do a push-up when I started, and now I can do a few. So it's just taking that leap. You might not know what's in front of you when you take it, but that's part of life. Taking risks and knowing that there's so many successful people that came here, the reward is there, and it's proven. Joining Newell Strength was one of my, top 3 best things I've done in life. I've only been here 7 months, and it's completely changed my body, the way I look at things, my attitude. Taking the gamble, not even a gamble, but taking the risk of coming here has paid off tenfold of going to a box gym, because left to your own devices, if nobody's pushing you, if you're, I have a certain type of personality. If nobody's pushing me, if I'm not motivated to do something, I'm not going to do it. And I don't get a call from a box gym saying, hey, where are you today? Are you doing the small group? Are you coming on one-on-one? Are you coming in Saturday morning? It's the accountability factor, and some people need it, some people don't. But in that case, it's helped me tremendously. People relying on me coming here and being motivated by the people I see. It's just an awesome experience.